What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Investing Bros live show. Today is a special episode just for beginners and a video that you can share with your friends. I put a poll already in chat. Make sure you go vote on it. Have you had a friend this week ask you how to buy crypto? Well, if you're going to answer yes, or if you came into chat and you are that friend that asked another person how to buy crypto, this is the stream for you. In the end of the video, we might do some more in-depth TA for some of the normal crypto investors who've been here for a while. But for the majority of the show, I want to keep the conversation beginner friendly. I'm going to give you guys 12 picks. Yes, just 12. 12 picks that I do believe every beginner should look to have in their portfolio. I'm going to give you some stipulations, explain why I chose these 12, and we're going to make sure to go ahead and have a great day today. This is the Investing Bros. Let's get to it. All right. Yes, Ada Ace points out, Tim, you're wearing your headphones again. The reason I have to wear the headphones to start it off, even though I'm by myself today, no T-Shroom, is I got to be able to hear. So, like, there's some buttons to click to get the show going. And, yeah, I have to hear the music so I know when to click which button, when I have to put them on at the end as well to know when to end the stream. But I'm excited to get into the show today. Glad to see so many of you guys in chat. Make sure if we see anybody, I see a lot of names in chat right now that we're used to. If we see anybody coming to chat that is new, starts asking some questions, let's make sure to be welcoming and warming to them this morning. Definitely want to help out some of our newer investors here. But before we get into the details of a beginner portfolio, we got to start off. I missed it yesterday, and that was horrible of me. Made a major mistake. Did not give you guys a quote of the day. Today, we're going back to the office. One of my favorite quotes from the entire show from Michael Scott. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. This is a very good quote, I think. Very fitting for anyone who's new here. I mean, the big question everyone is asking is, am I too late to get into crypto? And you know, you did miss a lot. I mean, we made some content months ago saying, hey, guys, go ahead and start getting in here, start layering in because it's going to get explosive. Even if there are 30, 40% pullbacks, we probably aren't going to get lower than these levels. And some of you guys took advantage of that. And there's others that are just now finding out what's happening in the crypto world, and that's okay. But don't make the mistake of saying, crypto's so high now. I'll just come back in a couple of months and maybe I'll try. Maybe if it cools down a little bit, I'll wait for it to cool back down to 20,000 on Bitcoin. That's probably not going to happen. More than likely not going to happen, everybody. You do not want to wait for that. This is the perfect time to start investing if you just started learning about crypto. We probably have a couple of months left before I might start swaying my answer. In a couple of months, maybe late summer, early fall, and people come around saying, hey, am I too late to get into crypto? I might not say no, but I might not say yes as well. It's going to be somewhere in the middle there. Like, hey, there's some opportunities here, but you got a steep learning curve. I mean, the bear markets are the times to learn about how to trade, how to read charts, how to understand what good and bad projects are. We're kind of out of that. And at this point, if you're new to crypto and you're new to investing, there's a level of trust you're going to have with some people. You're going to have to find some people you really, really love. You know that they have your best interest in mind, and you're going to have to trust them and learn along the way. And I'm going to urge you as well, don't make this cycle your only crypto cycle. Don't have the mindset that you're coming in here to make a couple of bucks between now and next year, and then you're gone from investing forever. I urge you to take this seriously, to come in, invest, and learn for the long haul, because in case you haven't noticed, the US dollar sucks. If you're from a different country, I'm going to go and put it on a limb here. Whatever your native currency is, it sucks. Crypto is the future, but it's a game. You got to learn how to play the game. You got to learn when to buy, when to sell, how to do it all. So do not just come in here looking for a fast buck. Learn how to play the game. And this is the future of creating wealth that can bring you, your family, and your loved ones financial freedom for the rest of your life, and hopefully your children's lives, your grandchildren's lives, your great-grandchildren's lives, and so on and so forth. So if that's something if I'm speaking to you, give me a 1 in chat if you guys needed to hear that today. Let's get into Mike, let's just go ahead and dive head on in here and get into 12 coins. We're going to go over here into coin market cap, and I'm going to go through and choose some for you. You guys can see they're starred here on coin market cap, so you're already going to see some defaults. I want to make sure before we get into this, those of you who are experienced, you're going to have lots of questions. I'm going to engage with chat a lot today. There's going to be reasons why there's certain coins on this list that you might have an issue with, or there's going to be coins that I don't put on this list that you are going to say, well, Tim, why don't you have so-and-so on this list? I want to make sure you guys understand. Remember, this is not for experienced investors. We made a portfolio months ago, me and T-Shroom, where we had a plethora, almost 40 coins went into a portfolio, super complicated. We had several exchanges. We were saying, hey, get this on this exchange, get this on this exchange. And the truth is, if you want to go full-blown degen, it gets a lot heavier. There's a lot of really small cap altcoins that are going to be coming that are going to make people a lot of money. The problem is, if you're new to crypto, those will just confuse you, lose you, and you will get so beat up and chewed up and spit out, you won't want to invest in crypto. What this video is going to use the simplest exchange for any new person, and that is Coinbase. All of these coins are coins you can purchase on Coinbase, and these coins are going to have relatively safe respect for saying that they should have a good return. In fact, this portfolio is more than likely, I believe, if this plays out, I think that this portfolio alone should 10x from here to the top of the bull market. We'll get into those details. Let's go ahead and take this one by one, and I'll address the chat as we keep going. Let's start off with number one coin. We're going to go with Bitcoin. You know, I'm a big believer that everyone should have a portion of Bitcoin in their portfolio. I'm going to go over and show you guys after I go through the 12 coins what the breakdown should be, but I do believe everyone should have Bitcoin. Now, let's be realistic here. Bitcoin, best case scenario, maybe a 4x, 5x, maybe, just maybe. Realistically, you should be expecting closer to a 2 to 3x on your Bitcoin holding. However, because Bitcoin is the big dog and because of the ETFs, I am a big believer that you should have some just in case. And this would bust my entire portfolio here, but in an outside world where somehow regulation really cripples the rest of the crypto space, you're gonna want to know that you have Bitcoin, because Bitcoin could take off and be the only crypto that really gains. I don't think that's going to happen, but I just want to make sure I'm prepared for scenarios. Bitcoin to me is a safe 2 to 3x, probably the safest investment you're gonna make. That's why you got to put money into Bitcoin. Super chat from Crypte. Those of you guys don't know, Crypte is my wife. She says Brody says to buy him some more crypto. Well, Brody, I will buy you some more crypto. We're gonna get back into it in a second. Just real quickly, Taylor, you cannot tell them what it is. I got 2 drinks today. 2 drinks. You gotta start your morning off right. Got my Virginia Tech mug right here. I won a fantasy football league, so I won this mug. That's why it says 2023 champs. Virginia Tech did not win anything in 2023, so that's misleading. If you guys can guess, and Taylor cannot, if Taylor says what it is, the whole thing's off because she knows what's in here. If you can guess what's in this mug, I will give one lucky winner. We'll do a giveaway, and I'll give $100. I have a second mug. Here's my Brody's daddy in the Virginia Tech colors. If you can guess what's in this mug, I'll give you $100. If you guys guess what's in both of them put together, I'll do a $300 giveaway. So an additional $300. So you guys got to guess what's in my 2 mugs this morning. You got to be specific. You can't energy drink, water. I'm not saying yes or no, but that is too vague. There's definitely something in my mug, 2 products. And that's why I'm giving money away here. So that's why I got to be a little strict with this. Make sure you guys guess. Yeah, not seeing the right guesses. Let's get back into it, though, and check it out. So Bitcoin, following up, you got to have Bitcoin in. Not going to be your big money maker here. So when I get to the portfolio, it's not going to have a large allotment, but I definitely want to have some sort of Bitcoin in my portfolio. Let's head back to coin number 2. Now, this one, kind of a similar thought process. We got Ethereum here. Ethereum gonna get some better returns than Bitcoin. In fact, I'm expecting on Ethereum more than likely somewhere between low end 4x, but realistically 5 to 6x. I think we're gonna get closer towards $20,000. By the way, I didn't say it with Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting currently at 70K. I think that Bitcoin gets somewhere close to, if or not a little bit above that $200,000 zone. That's why I'm saying 3x is kind of my level. With Ethereum, I think we're going to push closer to 20,000. And there's a lot of institutional buyers going to come in, continue to go after that. We had the CFTC defending it staunchly to not be considered a security. We're probably going to get an Ethereum ETF as well. I think that Ethereum is it's a slightly better Bitcoin, a safe pick, not going to be your big money maker, but you got to hold at least a little bit just in case your altcoins end up not doing well and you need to rotate everything into Bitcoin and Ethereum to ride up. So we're kind of sticking really safe here. But remember, we're talking about this being simply a beginner-friendly portfolio. Let's keep going and go on to coin number 3. Again, later on, we will go ahead and break down how much you should do. Solana is my number 3 coin. And now Solana has been the hottest altcoin. In fact, a lot of people who are new, you have probably heard about Solana. You've definitely heard about Bitcoin. You probably heard about Ethereum, and you've probably heard of Solana. If you've heard of nothing else, you probably have heard of these 3. Why Solana? Because it is the fastest growing coin this cycle so far. Will that continue? I don't know. I made a price prediction video earlier back in the fall where I predicted that Solana would hit $1,000 by the time it's all said and done. But as we're currently trading just below 200, that means it would only be a 5x from here. I'm willing to stretch and say maybe there's a chance that Solana makes it closer toward 1,1600, but I want to make sure you guys understand this. That would be crazy if we get a 8x in Solana. I'm going to put this as a 5 to 8x potential. But if we get an 8x in Solana, we're talking about a 650,000, something like that, $650 billion market cap. Can it happen? It could. But even for, let's just say Solana is the number 3 coin, that would be history to see a coin have that level, especially if crypto only gets to about $11 trillion, which is my expectation. That's a lot of room right there. So Solana is another, to me, safe pick here. It's a hot coin. But again, as much as I love it, I'm not putting Solana as my big money maker. I do think you have to have it. Leo Mopat Crypto, you're getting very close. You do need to tell me what it is, though. I will give you a hint, though. Leo Matt Crypto, very close to telling you guys what's in this one. You got to keep going on that one, though. Back to Solana, though. 5 to 8x is my expectation here with Solana. It's had a great bull run, and it's going to have another, 5 to 8x. That's not something to shoo away and say it's not big. It's just not going to be your biggest maker, but you do need to have it in your portfolio because it has been the hottest altcoin this season so far, and we haven't even gotten to altcoin season just yet. Let's keep moving on into one that's probably going to be a little bit of a this one is the one I think potentially could get some discussion in chat as to why it's in here. You guys know recently I had sold off a portion of my XRP. The reason why is because at one point I thought XRP is the only altcoin right now that 100% is not going to be called a security. It had been suppressed for so long. They're kicking the SEC's butt in court. I thought this coin could literally take off and potentially go upwards of $20, maybe $30 per coin. Not really what I'm looking at right now. In fact, a lot of competition is coming in, like Chainlink and XLM and others. To me, I had to cool off my high hopes for XRP, but I'm still believing that XRP is a coin that can get somewhere between $6 to $10. Well, guess what? Sitting currently at 63 cents, we're talking about probably a 10 to 15x. So we're starting to get into the realm of these are the coins that are going to make you money and give this portfolio a potential 10x. Is XRP going to change your life? Should it be your number one holding? Probably not. But can XRP still make you money? My personal opinion is yes, it absolutely can. Let's keep going on and check out our next one. Now, here we go. Fan favorite. Nope, did not go to that one. Let's go above that. I forgot. Dogecoin now is ranked a little bit above it. My next coin here, Dogecoin. Why am I big on Dogecoin? This is a meme coin. And a lot of times I tell beginners, stay clear of memes. Memes are very hard to know when they're going to pump, when they're going to sell off. You want to be very, very weary of them. But when it comes to Dogecoin, the king of meme coins, they have a big player in their corner named Elon Musk. Ever heard of him? He is the CEO of X. He's the CEO of Tesla. Actually, I don't know if he's technically the CEO of Tesla, but he definitely owns Tesla and SpaceX and several other companies. But what he's going to do with X, and we're seeing the fruit kind of play out here. I think that Dogecoin could make its way definitely above $1 and potentially push towards $2 or $3 or $4. I think that Dogecoin's another 10 to 15x here, especially if X, formerly known as Twitter, does integrate Dogecoin into its payment system. This is another one. Is it your biggest money maker here? No, but I would recommend you hold some Dogecoin because 10 to 15x I do think is in play. Let's keep going on here to our next coin. I jumped the gun. You guys already saw it, Cardano. Now, our community here already knows this. You guys know and love Cardano, everyone except for Eric Wallen, and that's okay. Eric Wallen can be wrong about some things from time to time. Cardano, don't be surprised if Cardano has a slow start here, guys. But I still believe Cardano is the king of decentralization. In fact, as this whole thing plays out and crypto goes up and up and up, people will continue to learn and grow their knowledge of what true decentralization of money looks like. And I think that it's one of those things, all roads lead back to Cardano. If you're a fan of decentralization, if you're a fan of security, all roads will lead back to Cardano. You might not use Cardano right now. You might not use it at first, but eventually things will go that direction. I saw a tweet last night from Big Pay that he's putting out a video today. Definitely go, free shout out to him. Go check him out. He's going to make a video about voter setups with states in the US and other countries worldwide that are in talks right now with Cardano to set up their elections through Cardano. Why? Because it's decentralized. It is trustless, meaning you don't have to trust it. It's that awesome. And so while Cardano might not have a hot start, currently sitting around 65 cents, similar price action to XRP, guys. I think we're going somewhere north of $6, probably closer towards 8 to 10. I still think that ADA is a 10 to 15x from here. Still going to be able to make some money there. Not my number one gainer, my number one pick, but it is one of my favorite projects and one that I'm looking to invest in long term. I do think it should be in people's portfolio. So let's review here real quick. We've been going here for a while. So far, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, and Cardano. Next up, Avalanche. Now, Avalanche is one that I'm very, very excited about. I'm going to go ahead and say it here. I made a price prediction video. I still think there's a 10 to 15x here. So same as Doge and Cardano and XRP. But the reason why I'm big on Avalanche, and it's going to be actually, I think, the next one on the list. Let's actually talk about them together. Chainlink and Avalanche. Let me scroll up there. Both of these, very, very big on. Why? Well, what is probably the hottest thing in crypto right now? Real world assets. You're looking at number one and number two, and we're going to talk about the other ones on here as well. But the top two real world asset coins, Layer 1 Solution Avalanche and Chainlink, going to be partnering with Swift and possibly be, again, in my prediction, maybe the number 3 altcoin when this all said and done. Definitely two coins I think need to be in your portfolio. They're on Coinbase. They're easy to get a hold of. Avalanche 10 to 15x. Chainlink, guys, if I'm right about what Chainlink can do and get to that top 3 spot, we're talking about a 40x. Even if I'm not right and I'm only somewhat bullish and they only make top 6, 7, give or take, we're still talking about more than a 20x on Chainlink. So this is one with a very wide range of what's possible, but it's all very, very bullish. We're talking about a 20 to 40x. And again, I'm leaning closer towards that 40 because I think most of you are not prepared for how bullish Chainlink is going to be and how heavily utilized it's going to be for the long term. Chainlink is definitely in that list. Next up, let's see here. We'll go a little bit slower, or a little faster, but Polygon Matic. We're talking about the layer 2 for Ethereum. You guys know I just talked about how bullish Ethereum is going to be. Guess what? Ethereum's got some gas fee problems. It's got some it got some speed problems. Layer 2s like Polygon Matic are going to continue to crush it. This is another coin I'm going to put in the category of about a 10 to 15x. I think that Polygon can make it between $10 to $15 this bull market. Again, Layer 2 for Ethereum. It's already the most trusted Layer 2. There's some others that are fascinating, but this is one I do believe beginners should have. Now, this is another one that could cause some controversy, but also could cause some excitement. This is a newer coin that I'm learning more about, but it's currently sitting at number 18, and it's a coin that I believe can crack the top 10. and maybe, just maybe, make a push for top 5, but that is ICP. I'm leaning more towards just top 10, maybe somewhere in the 10, 9, 8 region. ICP, of course, with all the heat coming out with AI coins, this is going to be, internet computers going to be where people are communicating. If these are going back and forth, this is going to be a big player in this bull market. I'm going to put it in the 10 to 15% category here. 10 to 15x category, but we could see something come out of nowhere where we do see it blast up and maybe do a 20x or greater. I made a price prediction video where I hadn't really boiled all the information down. I said something like around the 5 to 8x region, maybe 10x. I have to make a new video where I give you guys my expectation. That one was based on this coin staying between possibly number 20 to number 15, whereas now I feel much more bullish about this making a move up into the top 10, and we're talking about again 10, 15x from here. Biggest moneymaker? Maybe not, but still a lot of money to be made in ICP. We're getting close to the end of my list, and then we're going to get into what you should do with the breakdown of this. Let's move to Stacks. Now, Stacks is going to be another big gainer of mine, mostly because it's newer and it's lower in the rankings. Stacks, for those who don't know, we're talking about pretty much the Matic of Bitcoin, meaning what Matic does for Ethereum, Stacks is going to do for Bitcoin. This is going to be the number one layer 2. Layer 2s for Bitcoin are coming out. Projects built on Bitcoin are coming out. Guess why I'm so bullish on those projects? Because all of those Bitcoin maxis that are billionaires, I mean, we have a lot of very wealthy people who have refused to touch any altcoin except for Bitcoin. They're coming around and warming up to these layer 2s on Bitcoin because it serves their purpose. And Stacks is going to be one of the biggest gainers of that. I think that Stacks is going to be somewhere around a 30 to 40x. Currently, the market cap only at 5.2 billion. I think that this is going to be a top 10 coin for sure. Just how high, I'm not 100% sure, but 30 to 40x is sitting kind of in a good camp for where I'm projecting it. This is going to be one of your big gainers that I do believe you should be decently invested in if you're new to crypto. Again, layer 2 to Bitcoin. Billionaires love it. That's a great recipe for success. And the last coin I'm going to have on this list, we're going to pick one AI token. And just, ASI coming out here soon with that merge between the 3 AI tokens, AGIX, Fetch, and Ocean. That's going to be an interesting one as well. But Render, to me, it's not the number 1 AI token at the moment, ranking-wise. Near still takes the cake on that. But I think Render is one that's going to make a big case for a top 10 spot. I think that Render could become the number 1 coin in AI price-wise. This is one that I still believe it could have itself a 30 to 40x, maybe a little bit lower than that, but I think that the potential is absolutely there. Render is one of the hottest AI tokens and one that I absolutely think you guys should have in your portfolio. Now, we've made our list. Let me go through this really quickly, and then I'm going to ask chat before we go in and break down. I have a potential. Let's just say someone comes in with $10,000. We've built out what your portfolio should look like if you're new to crypto, and I'm going to explain. But wrapping up, in case you guys are joining, the 12 tokens I believe you should have, the 12 coins, you should have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, Cardano, Avalanche, Chainlink, Polygon, ICP, Stacks, and the last one, Render. Shout out to so many other coins that easily could make this list, but I wanted to keep it simple. I really wanted to keep it to 10, but I just felt like there was too much value into some of these other coins to leave them out. I went ahead and rounded up to 12. Chat, go ahead right now. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let's come in here and let's have a conversation for a second. What are your thoughts about my 12 for beginners? What coin did I miss? And we potentially could have a conversation. There's so many, by the way. I mean, you could have thrown Near in here for sure. You could have thrown Polkadot in here as well. You could have definitely thrown a lot of the lower layer ones. I really flirted with throwing HBAR in here. I see someone says Caspa. Crux of Crypto says Caspa. I will tell you right now, Caspa is my number 1 pick that is not on this list. And you want to know why it's not on this list? Let me explain to you. At the moment, you cannot buy Caspa on Coinbase. That was one of my qualifications here because I'm building a portfolio for new investors and I want to keep things as simple as possible. I don't want to send them to Uniswap. I don't want them to send them to some DEX. I don't want to send them to all these crazy places. I'm definitely not sending them to KuCoin with everything going on with KuCoin now with the DOJ going after them. And when it comes to Caspa, as bullish as I am, you cannot buy it on Bitcoin. The place that I currently own Caspa is on Uphold, but I had something happen to me last 2 weeks ago because it just got settled last week that has made me say, you know what? If people want to get Uphold, good for them. I'm probably, with the exception of what I'm holding currently in Caspa, not going to be doing any more on Uphold. I moved money from Coinbase at one point to Uphold. I don't want to send beginners to move stuff around that. I want them to just be able to get to their bank account, set it, and go into an exchange and buy stuff. So I bought Caspa originally by transferring stuff from Coinbase into Uphold. But then the other day I went, and, we had some money. My wife and I were like, all right, let's DCA in. Let's get some money in here. I'm really low on my Caspa. I want to get more Caspa. I went to send $1,500 into Uphold from my bank account. Now, the first thing I didn't like is that it was going to take 3 days, 3 business days to confirm that it was up there, right? I already don't like that. I love that Coinbase, like when I put money into Coinbase, pretty much instantaneously, the money's in there, I can spend it, bada boom, right? 3 days isn't the end of the world. I just don't love it. Well, the problem is at the end of 3 days, the money was not in my account. And ultimately, I spent like an entire week going back and forth with Uphold reps, trying to figure out where my $1,500 was, because my Bank of America receipt, I did everything correctly, did everything exactly how Uphold told me to do it, but it was not going into my Uphold account from my bank account. Finally, they end up sending all of it back to my bank. So it didn't even get into Uphold. They sent it back, but I was like, you know what? That's the end. I'm not going to go with this more into Uphold. I'll move stuff from Coinbase over because I've seen that and done that, what it works. But I'm not going to be advising any new investors to go mess with Uphold after my experience. It probably was a fluke. Maybe none of you guys have that problem. But it was enough to scare me to say I would not recommend this to someone else. And since I wouldn't recommend it to someone, I can't tell beginners to put Caspa into their portfolio because I don't have a good, safe way for them to do it at this point. If you understand how to get into Uphold, and if you understand the other ways to purchase it, I absolutely think that you should hold Caspa. And I cannot wait for when Coinbase inevitably puts Caspa on Coinbase, and then it will become definitely something I recommend. But for now, this video is all about beginners, and I'm not going to send them down that rabbit hole and potentially have them get confused, frustrated, and quit on their crypto investing. Right. So that's why Caspa is not on this list, but it should be. Caspa is a coin that I do think is, again, that's another low end 20x from here, potentially upwards of 30 to 40x, depending on if the fire can get reignited, what we saw in 2023, where it just exploded. Right. 2023 was the year of Caspa. Late 2023, early 2024 was all about Solana and then Solana meme coins. Right. These things are very, very, very big. I see Leo says hashtag HBarians. Yeah, guys, HBar was literally, I think if I'm going to continue to stretch out this list, for me, HBar probably is coin number 13. I'm going to go and hold off in there because then the argument becomes if you're going to add HBar, you probably should add some other layer ones as well. And I want to keep it nice and simple for people. Another one that almost made the list, Maker. Definitely one I'm interested in. Injective, I'm definitely interested in. The Graph, I'm interested in. But I went ahead and kept it, again, simple. The coins that I have a lot of faith in that are going to make anywhere between, again, those lower coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, we're only talking about low X gains. The rest of them, we're talking about 10 to upwards of 40X coming in here. That's why I have them on my list. There's going to be a lot of coins in crypto that do 30x, 40x, 50x. There are coins being created right now that we haven't even heard the name of that someone's going to find, and it's going to do a 300, 400x, and someone's going to turn a couple $100 into $1 million, right? Those things just happen. But for new investors, I want to repeat myself. I sound like a broken record. New investors, that's not the game they should be playing. They should be looking for the tried and true, faithful, almost sure things when they're looking to invest. So let's take a break here for a second. I did not see anyone say what's in my cup. Now, I'll let you guys know what was close. No one is close to this one, right? So this, I'll give you a hint. This is a warm beverage. I'll even tell you what it. I feel so confident that you guys are not going to guess this. Prove me wrong. There's tea in this one. What kind of tea am I drinking in my Virginia Tech mug? When it comes to my Brody's Daddy mug, what's in here? You guys got very close when you said electrolytes. So that one I might be giving $100 away, because now that I'm telling you guys there's electrolytes in here, you're probably gonna be able to figure it out. I see some tea. Yeah, no, these are not the teas that are in here. I'll be very surprised if you guys guess the tea. When it comes to electrolytes, someone should be able to guess it. It's not coffee. It's not cannabis tea. All right. Let's get in here, guys. You guys keep guessing what are in my mugs. Again, $100 per mug. If you guys guess both of them, we'll go $300. It's not electrolytes. You gotta guess it. If I'm gonna give you guys money, you gotta be specific. And if I miss it, I miss it, because it's gonna be hard, because I gotta get in here. Let's take a look here at my portfolio. I told you guys what I did. I gotta share my screen. What I did was I imagined that this new beginner, hypothetical beginner, is going to have about $10,000. Now, remember, I told you guys my top choices, the ones with the biggest gains. All right, we will be giving away $100 because Crux the Crypto has won an $100 giveaway. Element is in this cup. Simply Donna said it as well, or Dana. We do have Element in this cup. Not sponsored by Element. Wish I was. I love Element. I will definitely do an $100 giveaway towards the end of the show. So keep you guys. I'll have to collect your information later, but glad you guys got that. Also, I don't think anyone's close here. This is what we're looking for $300. For $300, you guys got to guess what's in this one right here. All right, let's talk about this breakdown. $10,000 going into my portfolio. My biggest winners: Chainlink, Stacks, Render. They're gonna take the majority of this investment because they have the biggest gain potential. I definitely want to put money into other things as well, but I'm going to start off here, $1,500. My biggest coin here, the one that I feel extremely, extremely bullish on. 1,500 of the 10,000 is going to go straight into Chainlink. This is one, again, I'm betting big here, but I believe can be at least top 4, if not top 3 coin. Chainlink is going to melt some faces. It's going to get the majority of my portfolio. Number 2, Stacks. I'm very big on Stacks. Again, Bitcoin layer 2s. Just, you guys got to bake this in your brain. Bitcoin layer 2s are going to do pretty much what AI tokens have done already this year. We're going to have altcoin season where a lot of different things fly, but Bitcoin layer 2, the amount of money that's going to be coming into it, it's just going to be absolutely ridiculous. Going to put $1,250. So $1,250, my second largest holding of a $10,000. Oh my gosh. Blackie Chan 577 just guessed what is in my black mug. Yerba mate tea. And it's not that bad, actually. I've heard bad stories about it. That's good. All right, we're gonna have a $300. We're gonna give $300 away. We'll do 3 people. 3 people will win $100. So stay tuned for the end of the show. All right, now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna get in here. Bitcoin layer 2s. I keep getting distracted by chat. Bitcoin layer 2s, big money here. You got to have a decent amount of money right there. Render. Now, Render is my number 3, the top AI token. I went a little bit more conservative here, only went with 1,000. That's still 10% of this portfolio, but $1,000 going into Render, my top AI choice. Right behind it, I went ahead, even though there's only a 10 to 15, I have some heavy conviction here, and there's an outside chance. There is an outside chance that Cardano pops off to go even higher than what I thought it would do. Cardano, I'm going to put $1,000 in this one as well. So 10% of this 10,000 is going to go into Cardano. This is where there might be some decent debate in chat, and ultimately, I want to make sure people understand, beginners, if you're watching this, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I am here to tell you the way I think about crypto. If you want to mix and match some of these things, if you just want to choose 10 coins and just go 10% per coin, that's a safe way to do it. But I'm definitely going to put higher percentages in the coins that I feel strong about and I feel can have some big gains. And for me, Cardano, of that pack of coins that could potentially still do somewhere between a 10 to 15x, Cardano to me is going to be my heaviest investment at $1,000, 10%. For internet computer ICP, I'm going to go 750. I built this portfolio earlier this morning. Pretty much everything was like within $1 of the number. So far, we got 2 coins, it looks like, that are bullish since I made this like half an hour ago. ICP and XRP both up 0.4%. But I'm going to go 750 into ICP. Again, I'm going to pretty much put 750 into all these coins that I think are by 10 to 15x's, except for Cardano. So ICP, XRP, Matic, Avalanche, and Dogecoin, they're all going to get 750. And that leaves me with the last 3. From here on out, 500 is going to go into Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. So we're talking about 5%. 5% of my portfolio is going to go each of the 3 of these. Remember, Bitcoin, we're really only thinking 3x, maybe 4x if something explosive happens, but not anything crazy in Bitcoin. Maybe a 5 to 6x in Ethereum, and best case scenario, an 8x to Solana, in my opinion. That's why they're going to be lower. I'm bullish on all of them, and I want to hold Solana in case something pops off and I'm wrong, and it does like a 15, 20x. But it's had a lot of its momentum. I'm not going to be surprised if somewhere within the bull market, Solana actually, something goes wrong. Something goes wrong with Solana. It has a 50% cool off where everything else is running, but then it pumps and it has a really nice pump with the rest of the altcoin space. But by the time it's all said and done, if you're buying right now at $195, $196, you're not going to get the same returns from now to the top as you would if you invested in the Avalanche, the Polygon, the XRP, the ICP, the Cardano, the Render, the Stacks, the Chainlink. That is my personal opinion. So let's go ahead and talk about this portfolio, breaking it all down. Again, heavy hitter, Chainlink, Stacks, Render, middle hitters, Cardano, ICP, XRP, Polygon, Avalanche, Dogecoin, and safe picks, but not your big winners, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana. Those are my choices for what a beginner should be holding their portfolio that I do think realistically can 10x. Now, the reason I say that is, technically speaking, if all of these 12 coins do exactly what I think, it's going to be closer to a 17 to 20x. I have to come back and do the math on that. But if everything does exactly what I think it will do, you actually might be closer to a 20x with this portfolio, meaning $10,000 could turn into 200,000. Not bad. The realistic expectation, though, is something's not going to go right on this list, right? Something on this list is going to do way better than I thought it was going to do, and other things are going to not do as good as what I thought. And so I got to hold in some sort of expectation. Like if I'm off by a little bit, I still believe with some decent certainty, I would say like 75% certainty, which is actually pretty high. I think that this portfolio will 10x its holdings, even if you purchased it right now, despite the fact that we've already had some great moves in the bull market already. I still believe that we have a long way to go with a lot of these altcoins. T Shroom is in chat. What is up, T Shroom? Missing you today, but I know you're getting some good rest time with Amanda down there in Orlando. He had a friend of ours actually had a wedding out in Texas. That's why T Shroom is gone. He went to a friend's wedding, got some good time out in Austin, Texas. Now he's back in Orlando. He'll be back Monday. T Shroom, tell me what you think about this portfolio in chat. You had no idea I was even doing this. Tell me what you. I'm at a Bob Evans eating breakfast before heading to Disney Springs. Ooh, what a day! What a day! What are you guys thinking, chat? Let's get back in here. Average Crypto Joe, Dogecoin should be high on that list for one simple reason: it's getting utility. It's the people's coin, and it just paid for a $100,000 shop on my property. Yeah, I mean, Average Crypto Joe, it's one that I think, and I said 10 to 15x still. I think we're talking about somewhere between a $2 to $3, especially with the integration onto X. Is it my number one moving coin? No, but let's remember here. Let me go back and share my screen after we do this. It's going to be really hard, everybody. I want to make sure you guys understand this. It's going to be really hard for a coin that's already in the top 10 to do 20, 30x. In fact, none of mine, I have no expectation that any current top 10 coins should do it. Even Cardano, I'm really bullish on. I'm talking about 15x, Avalanche 15x. Avalanche probably, it's number 10, probably the best chance out of any top 10 coin to 20x from here. But I think a 15x is probably closer to being safe. I don't really see a 20x until Chainlink, which again, I think is going to jump from 15 to number 3. Matic is on the verge of maybe being a 20x. That's another, like, I think 15x is kind of the expectation there. ICP is a flirt there with the 20x. Yeah, to me, I think to feel very, very safe about 20Xs. Chainlink's my number one choice, but then when you start getting down here, stacks, even some of these, I haven't looked as much into them. Some of them might do well, some of them might not do well. But when you get out to the top 20, that's when you're looking at a higher probability of 20 to 30X. Stacks and render, of course, I gave, above 20, closer to 30 to 40Xs potentially on their list. Blackie Chen says near could 15X easy. Yeah, it could. And I really flirted with putting near on this list, but I decided to only stick with one AI token. And for me, even though near currently is ranked higher, so near, of course, number 21 right here, I think that render is going to outpace near. I think that render's the hotter AI token. I think they're going to outpace them and become the number one market cap AI token. Someone got mad at me yesterday. This is actually pretty funny. I always love reading comments. I read all the comments you guys comment below. I can't read everything in chat because it goes so fast, but I always read comments of videos. So make sure you guys comment your thoughts. Tell us what we did right. Tell us what we did wrong. I love reading the comments, but somebody got so mad at me for saying that near was the number one AI token. And it's like, dude, I'm not saying it's the best AI token. I'm saying of current market cap AI tokens, it's number one. It has the highest market cap of all of AI. That's not a debatable fact. It's just truth. It's factual. It's not going to stay there, in my opinion, but it is the number one. And so I just thought that was funny. Funny story from chat. Redman said, "Did you guys see what BNB does after each Bitcoin halving?" Let's go look. BNB is one I thought about putting on there, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. I've never owned BNB, so maybe this is more of like me just being a little biased. I don't know. BNB, if someone owns BNB, I would never fret at them whatsoever. It's just, to me, I don't think there's the biggest gains there. All right, so we're talking about post-halving real quick. The last halving we had, let's go back to the dates here. The last was May 11th of 2020. So let's see what I don't think BNB has an older history than that. So May 11th of 2020. Let's see what BNB does post-halving. Well, I mean, we only have really one to do it with. May 11th, someone here. So I don't know. Redman, I don't know exactly what you're getting at, because if you're looking at this explosive move right here, I mean, every altcoin pretty much did that. Yeah. I don't know. No, I think BNB goes up. I think you can make money on BNB. It's just not going to be one of my top picks. And I already had so many other top 10 coins in there. I didn't need another. I didn't need another 5 to 10x, right? So I had enough of those. I wanted to get some bigger ones in there. I'm not trusting any memes for the most part. Rookies should buy Bitcoin, in my opinion. And let's talk about memes for a second, because if you're new here or you have a friend who, I asked you guys in chat, let's see, 156 votes. Let's see what it said here. 73% saying no, but 27% saying yes, they've had a friend ask them. More than likely, when a friend asks you, you're going to hear about Pepe, and you're going to hear about possibly MAGA, depending on what people's views are on that. You're going to hear a lot of meme coins. They've been making a lot of rounds. I love watching Barstool shows, right? I love Barstool Sports. Those guys are hilarious. I think they're pretty awesome. I heard them talking about crypto the other day, and they're talking about, Bitcoin's doing something, but they literally, the only cryptos they talked about, they didn't talk about Ethereum, they didn't talk about Solana, they didn't talk about AVAX, they didn't talk about any legitimate projects. They just were talking about Pepe and MAGA and Dog with Hat and Bonk. And I was like, oh, that's so great. Like, that's what people hear. And so a lot of noobs are going to come in trying to find the next meme coin. You can make money on memes, but knowing when to get in and get out, just like everything else in life, that's a skill. You don't just get in and luckily hit those. You got to know what you're looking for. And beginners, I highly recommend them start with legitimate use case projects first. Then if you want to dabble with some memes, you can. But the minute the populace starts talking about a meme coin is a top signal. Like, just want you know, if you're new and you came into this video, or you're coming to crypto saying, I heard about a meme coin, can I go invest in it? Telling you right now, if you buy right now, you're catching the top. Meme coins are going to have a little bit of a dip. They will rally again. So if you hold on, you'll make it. But meme coins are a sign of the legitimate projects had big pumps, and it was time to take profit, but now people want to play. So memes are play money. There are people that put a lot of money into meme coins, and a lot of times those are the ones that get wrecked and never want to invest in crypto ever again. But why do meme coins pump from the legitimate investors? Because legitimate investors, they bought low cap coins that were really, really good, rode them 10, 15, 20x, took some profit and said, you know what? I'll take a small portion of this and just play with it on these new hot meme coins. And then when I see a 2, 3x, I'm going to get out. That's the game for meme coins. Do not think that it's a long-term play, especially if you're new. Similar to trading. I'm a big trader, and if you guys, if anyone's new here, hit subscribe. We talk about trading all the time, but I'm going to tell you right now, trading is not for day one investors. DCAing and sitting back and learning is the right play for probably at least 6 months for investors. After that, let's talk about trading. But as much as I love trading and I love using ALGO and Blofin and I love playing around there and I love getting to make content on it, I'm going to be honest with you. Anyone who's new to crypto that says, oh, should I start trading? No. Become an investor first. Learn the ecosystems, learn the science, learn how to follow the news and how things work. Then let's talk about trading later on. Thug Nash says Solana is useless. The money is made. It's made will definitely be put to use. Are you responding to something? I don't know. I'm not going to say Solana is useless. I'll give a take on Solana here in a second. I'm going to read Dave Digital's question. Timmy. Thank you for that. I just realized I got an airdrop of Jupiter in my Phantom wallet. Should I diversify into other Solana memes or leave it in Jupiter or swap it and stake it or something else? I shorted Jupiter last week for the trade the thing between me and T Shroom, and it ended up paying dividends, but it's pumping again. I don't know, Dave. I mean, that's maybe you should leave it there. Again, I love this formation. Let's just take a look here. I told you guys, again, most of this video is for beginners, but I just want you guys to see this from a trading perspective. It's kind of rough, but you got yourself a nice little bullpen. I'm going to go to the 8 hour just to make this a little cleaner. There we go. You got yourself a nice little bull pennant right here that if things played out how they could, we could see Jupiter do something nuts, like fly up to $3.89. Currently trading at $1.50. We're talking about like two, almost not quite, 2 and some change X. Not bad. I think there's some good longer term plays though. Like Jupiter, it's really hard to know what it'll do long term is the problem. So Dave, that's up to you. I think there's money to be made in Jupiter. But I think if it was my money, I'm not going to put a lot of faith in Jupiter. I'm going to go find a more legitimate project that I think I'm underinvested in, and then I want to go there. Yeah, Crux of Crypto actually gave a good answer here. He said Jupiter definitely has room to grow. Agreed. Uniswap is a top 20 crypto. I think Jupiter can get to the top 25, 30, maybe. Okay. And Crux does a lot more research on those kinds of things than me. So I think that's a great Dave. I think you're in a very good spot where you have good options. You can leave it in Jupiter. You can take it into another project that you're underinvested in. You got options here, brother, and you're going to do well with it. Let's see here. Oh, I was going to talk about Solana. I have a hot take about Solana. Everybody, let me know what you guys think about this and tell me if I'm an idiot or I'm on to something here. There's a lot of debate about Solana and Cardano and Ethereum. People love to hate on the other projects, right? This is my take on those 3 coins. I think that all 3 of them are going to do very, very well, but for very different reasons. I think that Ethereum is the coin for institutions. Why? Because those gas fees. And even though there's some updates that are going to lower those gas fees, a lot of people, that's their number one frustration with Ethereum, that the gas fees are so high. But let me tell you why I think gas fees being high are actually a plus. Because it keeps the scammers out. Because to run a scam and to have so many problems on Ethereum and to build like that with those high gas fees, you're not very effective. But the institutions who they're going to be making they're not making transactions like $50, $80, $1,000. They're making transactions like $70,000. $1 million, $2 million. So to pay like a $70, $90 gas fee on a $1 million transaction, not a big deal. It does suck to pay a gas fee of $75 when you're only trying to move 200, right? That sucks. it leaves it so that Ethereum becomes an ecosystem for the wealthy and the elite institutions to do stuff on. So they can build their ecosystem without real risk of too much scamming going on. Why? Because the gas fees are so high. That's how Ethereum's going to make it. When it comes to Cardano, you're cleaning up from a completely different standpoint. Like I've heard people complain about Cardano. The tech is complicated. The code is complicated. To build on Cardano, you can't day one. Like I can't just decide, you know what, let me build a project on Cardano tomorrow. It's complicated. To build on it is very complicated. What does that mean? That means scammers who just want a quick buck, they're not going to sit there and take their long time to build out all this fancy code to scam people. It's going to be very intelligent, detailed, decentralized users that build on Cardano. Is it harder to build on Cardano than Ethereum and Solana? 100% it is. And that's going to keep the space clean for true decentralization fans and for intelligent developers who want to prioritize security and decentralization. That's why I think it's special and it stands out. Solana is the fast, quick. It's the fast food, right? You see all these meme coins blowing up, and anybody can go in tomorrow and build something on Solana. So you're going to see the masses come, and there's going to be a lot of money made on it. That's why it's popping off so much. But there's going to be a lot of scams. There's going to be a lot of people getting hurt. That's the problem with Solana long term, is the barrier to entry to build on it is so small. Whereas with Ethereum and Cardano, for two different reasons, the barrier to entry is actually pretty high. I ultimately see Ethereum being the rich man's coin, Cardano being the smart, decentralized man's coin, and Solana being the everyman's coin. But the problem is you can lose a lot of money and get hacked and get stolen from on the everyman's coin. Doug Nasty said, I invest in Solana for the money. I invest in Cardano because I love the network. Yeah. Tell me what you think about my take there, my hot take on what those three coins produce and what they do. Tell me if you disagree. Tell me if you agree. That's kind of like, based on my conversations, I think that's the future of how all three of those coins continue to actually do well. They just have different audiences for who's going to bring the money in. Let's see. Indie Rock Crypto, sharding will lower the layer 1 fees of Ethereum by 90%. Cool. But again, you're getting into more complicated stuff. Like there's gonna be a lot of people who just don't want to mess with that. It's just gonna be so much easier. Even if the gas fees go down, it's so much easier to build on Solana right now. And again, it's gonna that my hot take is Ethereum at a certain point is gonna realize they don't want to fix their high gas fees. They're gonna want to keep them. They don't want just anyone and their brother building on Ethereum. They want to keep it kind of more elite. Liz Mick, I don't know how you say that. Missick, love that breakdown between ETH, ADA, Sol. I've been marketing and love to hear a good, clear description like that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that I am the smartest person in crypto. I'm not. I would be lying to myself. I'd be lying to you. There are so many intelligent people. What I do try my best at, and I hope you guys agree with this, I try to keep things as simple as possible and explain them in ways that most people understand, because that's how I had to learn. I mean, I when I got into crypto was surrounded by very, very intelligent people that I had to stop and slow down to explain things to me. Remember at one point over on Crypto Jeb's channel, Jeb, super smart. I mean, the dude just knows everything about everything, it seems like. My role on the show there was to be the voice of the people and to slow him down so that everyone could understand exactly what was going on. That is something like we do need those expertise channels. We need those people who can take these 10,000 mile high ideas and they can go with them. But somebody's got to be able to communicate this to other people. And so hopefully you guys get that when you come to Investing Bros. You feel like, man, I feel like I get very clear, reasonable expectations and explanations of what's going on in crypto. That's kind of the goal of one of the things we want to build here for Investing Bros. All right. Well, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. I'm going to announce the winner of these $300. You will have to be in our free Discord. So let me make sure you guys understand this. To win one of the $100 giveaways, we're going to have 3 of them. Let's share my screen. Make sure you guys come into the description. Check out all of these links. We got so many great tools here for investors, but make sure to scroll down here. Where do we have it? I might have passed it. Twitter links. Join the community. All right. Oh, why is that link not in here? All right. We've got a problem here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to make sure I get this list here. I'm going to post it in chat. You guys got to come into Discord. I'm going to have you guys talk in the Discord. You got to, I'm going to have a sentence you guys have to say, and I'm going to choose 3 winners to give $100. We're going to invite people. There we go. Copy link. There we go. We're good. Didn't mean to hit that. My bad, everybody. That's what happens when you run a show by yourself. All right, I just put it there under Tim Warren. I put it in the wrong one. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go off this. This is the fun part of let's see. Can I pin that? Can I pin the chat of when it's not I'm just gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna pin it over here. Make sure you guys go click on this, join the Discord, and I want you to I want you in the Discord, put the message Yerba Mate Tea. Yerba Mate Tea. I'll accept any type of spelling. You comment Yerba Mate Tea. I will choose 3 people in Discord to give $100 to. Make sure to go join it today. That's a great community we have over there. Where the conversation never stops. I know a lot of you guys love the Investing Bros live shows. We have a show every single weekday. T-Stream does news at 9 a.m. We have a group show at 3 p.m. every day, Eastern Standard Time, and then the Saturday shows. But we can't be live all day every day. We are, though, over there in Discord with a lot of other very intelligent people. You can come in, ask questions, get some answers, grow together. That's the whole point of the Investing Bros show. Wild Deuce says, what are you saying? Yeah, what am I saying? I don't know. I'm trying to do all this by myself. I'll tell you this, as we're kind of closing out today, we're going to close out a little early. I've always had a high appreciation for T-Shroom. Love T-Shroom. But my appreciation and love for him grew like 10x over these last couple days. I don't know if you picked up on it, but I felt like the entire show, Thursday, Friday, and even today, there's a level of anxiety of, am I on the right thing? Do I need to hit the right button? Did I hit that timing right? Am I sharing my screen correctly? Is this an awkward pause because I'm trying to say what I'm thinking, but I also have to switch what frame is being. It is a lot to produce a show and be the one giving all the information away. It is absolutely a butt kicker, and T-Shroom does it with such eloquence and superiority. The man is a goat of doing it, and I cannot wait for him to be back Monday and run that again. Oh my goodness! But it has been fun being here with you guys. If you guys were new here, thank you for being here. Smash the like button on your guys' way out. Hit the subscribe button. We're about to hit 11,000 subscribers. Pretty soon we're gonna be at like 20,000, probably in the next like month or two. And remember, if we get to 50K subs by the end of the year, before the end of 2024, I will live shave my head. You guys want to see the mess and why I'm wearing a hat right now? This is gonna scare some of you. Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought. It's not as bad as I thought. But yeah, my hair is just all over the place. Am I fitting out right there? I don't know. I would love to shave it just because my wife won't let me. But yeah, I have a bunch of mess going on here. And so I've been wearing a hat to not have to deal with that every single day. But if you guys get us to 50K, I will shave it live for your viewing pleasure. Make sure to go join the Discord and comment Yerba Mate Tea, and you'll be entered for one of the 3 people to win $100. With that said, though, everyone, I love each and every single last one of you guys. Thank you for being here. Smash a like, hit subscribe. We'll see you Monday. Adios.
Trying to make paper, turn that better to cake. Money like Lego, connect the dots that bank. We are investing bros. We are investing bros. Army pipe, lethal on trade. Entries and exits, worthy of praise. Tim, the professor, the TA. Shout it out loud on the PA. T-Shroom's news, got your word. Doing better than what he deserves. Beamer, leave no evidence. Soon fly coop with his dividend. Trying to make paper, turn that better to cake. Money like Lego, connect the dots that bank. We are investing bros. We are investing bros.